Okay, Hariom everyone, my voice is audible to all
Yes, ma'am.
and screen full screen is visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so today we'll go for next disease in endocrine and metabolic disorders, that is hyperthyroidism and hypothyroidism. Okay, so first hyperthyroidism and hypothyroidism is something which is related to thyroid hormone. So this is a little I'll take pen first. Little introduction about thyroid gland, that is the largest endocrine gland, and it is butterfly shape. You all know in the anatomy and physiology. No need to make you understand that below in the your larynx pharynx region it is there. So to which system it is this trachea or this region larynx and all, in which system it is involved?
Respiratory.
Respiratory system. Okay, so just in anterior part of it, just like trachea and the larynx, it is there. Butterfly shaped gland is called as thyroid gland. So hypothalamus. What happens? No, naturally, hypothalamus master gland which releases the TRH. TRH is thyroid releasing hormone. Further, this TRH will go to pituitary, and you all have studied this in that. I hope so. And pituitary get activated to further release TSH, that is thyroid stimulating hormone. Further, thyroid stimulating hormone goes to thyroid and like ask thyroid to release further hormones which are T this T4 and T3. Okay, so that pituitary will come to thyroid and stimulate it further. It will release two hormones, produces hormones T4 and T3. T4 is this four word is for tetra. Okay, and 3 is for try. Okay, so what 4 and what 3? So iodine, like units of iodine, 4 units of iodine, and here 3. Okay, so this is your hormones, and also other functions is functions of thyroid gland. It is written here. Metabolism, and when your thyroid does not work properly, it can impact your whole entire body, because there are many functions of thyroid glands which further leads to a whole body, because ants and all. So now main we are reaching to our disease. Is a little new. So what is hyperthyroidism? The name itself detect that hyper. Hyper is something going hyper or up to. We say na the person is getting too hyper, our mother is getting hyper because of that problem. So something which is getting high. Okay. So and thyroidism, it is related with thyroid. So that means it is something which is related to hyper going up of thyroid. Okay, so hyperthyroidism is a condition where the thyroid gland produces excessive, therefore it is said high, excessive amount of the thyroid hormone. When more amount of thyroid hormone is released, it is called as uh, your hyperthyroidism, leading to an in overactive metabolism. Everything in the body, not only metabolism but everything in the body will get overactive, or everything will results into like with hyper, everything is resulting into hyper. So in this, like you can see, normal condition healthy person is like this, and their shape of the thyroid is that butterfly shape organ, as I told you. And in hyperthyroidism, as thyroid hormone are really are increasing, so it is results into enlargement of the thyroid. Though enlargement of thyroid also happens in hypothyroidism, but like some symptoms are sometimes symptoms are different, like bulging eyes, quite I will see further, like more symptoms are there, like your increase too much. But the main one function in hyperthyroidism, though hyper is like it is hyper something going high, but the person becomes more lean. Okay, lost weight. Okay, weight will decrease, the person's weight will decrease in hyperthyroidism, and in hypothyroidism weight increases. Yeah, I told you this in starting only because these symptoms, increasing weight and decreasing weight, used to come in the exams. Okay, for hyperthyroidism and hypothyroidism. So that like students get confused in this, that it is hyper, so it will definitely going to make the person obese, the person will become, so this is very confusing. Though in hypothyroidism increases the weight. The main causes, not the causes of whole thyroid hormone, but hyperthyroidism we are studying about. So main cause, there are many other causes I didn't wrote here. but main cause is Graves disease, because that you can learn from there also. But main is Graves disease. In Graves disease, what, as I told, that hyperthyroidism is there, so increase in thyroid hormone is happening. Graves disease is nothing. It is also the increase in the thyroid hormone, which further can cause you hyperthyroidism. It is exactly like that CAD on all, deposition of that, narrowing down of passage, and further leads to this disease, like that. So Graves disease, this is autoimmune disease. As I told you, autoimmune disease are the disease in which our immune system is not that much healthy, or weak immune system, which wrongly identify our own cells as the enemies, or don't accept the our own self, thinking it to be the enemies. Okay, so in healthy condition, thyroid hormone, yes, it is there. Now in this one, your uh, um, hyperthyroidism, in this condition, what happens, the excess thyroid hormone is released. Excess thyroid hormone is releasing, which further results into that symptoms, which shows something which is related to everything hyper. Okay, further we'll see symptoms also, but now just to tell you. Huh. These are the symptoms of hyperthyroidism, which involves, as I told you, weight loss. Okay, just remember this symptom is very important. The student get very confused in this. Okay, weight loss, rapid heart rate. Of course, if it is getting high, the heart rate will also increase. This. What is that fast beating of your heart? Usha ma'am, please don't tell others. Please try.
Palpitation.
Yes, very good, ma'am. Because yesterday, one day also, I asked the question, Usha ma'am replied for that. Na. Okay, now another is anxiety, tremors, because anxiety is another something which is related to hyperactivities of something. In tremors, heat intolerance, because hyper it is going, or high it is going, therefore heat intolerance, and excessive sweating. So today I will complete everything fast, because I made slides now only. Just I have some bug, but still I thought that your class should not be missed. That's why I take the class. But I will ask the questions after this. Yesterday's also and today. So hypothyroidism, the hypo word is for less down. Okay, hyper, you need not to remember both, just remember one. Other you will remember by itself only. Okay, so just remember hyper word is for high, so it is high. Then other you need not to remember, it will get yourself. Okay, so in hypothyroidism, what happened, condition where the thyroid doesn't produces enough thyroid. Okay, so it is less amount of thyroid produced. Thyroid hormones are less in this, leading to the slowed metabolism. Everything is slowing down. So I told you that this is therapeutic yoga, your this one topic. Okay, so just you have to know about the disease, and its further its like if symptoms are, if main symptoms of main classifications are there, that's okay. Otherwise just its yogic management. Okay, so just to know about all the diseases and management, that is enough for that. But still I gave you as much it should be. So what happens in this, again, as I told, that enlargement of this the thyroid hormone is happening in this also. But what happening in this, there is less amount of produce of thyroid hormone. So you can remember like this, if it is hyper HYP, and if it is HY hypo. Okay, so as in the hypo, okay, as in the hypo, everything is like going down. In hyper, everything is going up. In hypo, everything is going down, because in that the system is getting overactive. In hype, in hyper, system is getting overactive, and in hypo, system is getting slowed down. Okay, so as the system is getting slowed down, definitely metabolism will also be slowed down. Okay, as it is written here also. So if the metabolism will slow down, what will happen, the food, maybe the food, or if everything is not digested properly, or it will digest but slowly. So this will leads to, you just remember like story like that, this will leads to fat. So in hypo the person will get high weight. Okay, the weight will increase. Mm. So remember that this is again, I told you that this is the main two in which the people confuse. In hyperthyroidism weight increases, or in hypothyroidism weight increases. So in hypothyroidism, as in hypothyroidism everything is slowing down, so metabolism is also slowing down, which leads to increase in weight. So trick to understand, or a silly trick to learn, that in which the weight increases. So as in hypothyroidism, o is there. O is something which is related to obesity, which is related to fat. So we can learn like that. I learned like that. So causes for, in as I told you, in Graves, this hyperthyroidism, Graves disease is main cause. In this one, Hashimoto disease is main cause. Okay, in which what happens, normally our immune system is protect our, it is told that normally in our immune system is protecting our body by killing the bacteria and viruses which are coming from the outside environment, or from wherever, like food we are eating or anything we are eating, it is coming from outside. Our body immune system help from that. As I told you, this hyperthyroidism is autoimmune disease. So but when this disease happens, Hashimoto disease also happen, your immune system attacks your thyroid glands. Our immune system will attack our thyroid glands. But in this type of thyroid disease, the it is affecting in such a way that thyroid glands are not enough. Okay, everything going lower down na. So your thyroid then can't make enough thyroid hormones. Okay, less thyroid hormones it is able to make, it affects it like that. So your body will not work properly and will work slow in every aspect. Okay, what is epiglottis? Who will tell? Normally I'm asking, you were studying and just tell.
Epiglottis is a cartilage or a flap-like structure that separates the trachea from the esophagus.
Okay, okay, yes ma'am. Very good. Just I asked. In this, as I told you, it is everything is underactive. So enlarged, though it is getting um, replaced from normal situation, thyroid gland, still it is underactive. In this situation, it is underactive. In that, it is hyperactive. Okay. So main symptoms for this one are hypothyroidism. It is fatigue. As I told you that everything lowers down, so the person will feel um, low down. Okay. Weight gains because of the low metabolism. Cold intolerance. There it is heat intolerance because of hyperactivity. Here it is cold intolerance because of underactivity. Then constipation, again not proper digestion is happening. Dry skin, and also it affects your nails. Brittle nails or nails which are very weak can tear up easily, or like some scratch type of structures, whitish happens on nails. Then depression, because anxiety is something which is related to hyperactivity. Depression when it is slowed down. Okay, one thing, these are the common symptoms. I just pick up the pictures, though I told you symptoms before also. So you can just for the read, you can go through it. Okay, because it is same as hyper, weight loss, or weight loss or gain. No, just in hyper, it will be weight loss. Okay, so you can see all other symptoms because it is hyper, so eyes will bulge up, everything, anxiety because it is more activated. That is same thing. You just go. Diagnosis is very easy. We know that T3, if for the diagnosis of the thyroid problems, we have to go for T3 and T4 test or TSH. When we analyze their whole all these three hormones level, then we'll see that whether it is in the balance or not, or we have the exactly problem or not. Okay, with this today's disease is completed. If any doubt you can ask. Otherwise, next I have to leave fast also, and like early also, and I have to ask questions also. So If any doubt, you can ask. Is it so fast?
No, this is good.
Okay. Actually, I thought that I will not take class. So Bhaiya also asked me that, okay, you just put the message, but I thought not need to skip that. So, okay, so it is okay for everyone.
Ma'am, I have a question. Is there goiter in both problems, hypo or hyper?
Actually, yes, because this swelling. Because I searched for this thing a lot. Like if you are asking the question, I also have that doubt. But everywhere it is like that. In both the situations, the enlargement of thyroid gland is happening. So that exact enlargement of thyroid gland is itself the goiter.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, Rajdeep sir left. I asked a thing that in starting I should ask the question, but I thought that completed. Okay. So now, if any doubt, no doubt, can I ask questions? Because yesterday I told you that it is too late, so I will ask tomorrow.
Yes, ma'am.
Still 15 minutes before I will leave you all. 15 or 20 minutes. Okay. So, uh, who will tell what is allergic rhinitis? So old. You all should remember from first class. Okay, Sangeeta ma'am will tell. Very good. Start, ma'am. Sangeeta ma'am, are you there? Anita ma'am, are you there?
Yes, ma'am. It's allergic diseases, ma'am.
Where it happens? Like what problem it
In the
happens?
um, in the nostril pathway, airflow blockage in the airwaves, ma'am.
Okay, so in which respiratory disease there is no blockage in airways? What is the specificity in this and others? Sonia ma'am,
Yes, ma'am.
what is allergic rhinitis?
It is inflammations in the nasal membrane. That is a mucosal membrane.
Okay, ma'am. Yes, very good. So, okay, mute. Now, who will tell that what is diabetes mellitus? Or no, first of all, who will tell that what is the function? What are the two hormones which are released by pancreas? Sangeeta ma'am, are you there or not? Please answer. If you don't know, it's okay.
Yes, ma'am, I'm here. I didn't attend the session.
Yesterday, sir.
Insulin, and other, I'm not aware of.
Okay. Yes. Anita ma'am, will you tell? You were there yesterday.
I also know that the insulin, ma'am. Other one I
You
don't
were there
remember.
in the class yesterday.
Yes, ma'am.
So, again and again, I repeat it. You people even don't ask for. I know that I didn't send that slide. I think so, yesterday's PPT. But you people don't ask. So I afternoon I think that okay today I will not send. Let's see if someone will ask. If you have studied, you must ask for the slides also. Okay. So Aarti ma'am will tell.
Yes, ma'am. Insulin and glucagon. Insulin by the beta cells and glucagon by the alpha cells.
Others are also there.
Yes,
Other
ma'am. Ghrelin and
statin.
somatostatin by delta cell. Somatos-
Somatostatin.
Somatostatin. Yes, ma'am. By delta cells.
Okay. So what are the functions of insulin? Who will tell? Raise your hands. Sangeeta ma'am is not there in the class. And Sonia ma'am, will you?
Yes, the function of insulin is to take the glucose from the bloodstream.
Two?
Uh, to
Take
the
us.
cell of the body.
Yes, yes, very good ma'am. So yes, Aarti ma'am, what are the functions of glucagon?
Ma'am, glucagon is the when there is an excess amount of the glucose in our body, then um, glycogen is stored in the liver. To convert it into the glucose, glucagon hormone is
In
released.
starting, what you told that when there is large amount of glucose in the body.
Yes, ma'am, excess amount of.
Okay, if excess amount of glucose is there, then what glucagon do?
Store in the extra glucose
Stores the extra glucose.
in the liver. Yes, ma'am.
This is the function of glucagon. You are
No, ma'am. The glucagon converts the glucogen into the glucose.
glue, 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 glue. So again, I will tell you, okay? Don't confuse in this glue, glue, glue. Glycogen is something stored form of glucose in the liver. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Glucagon is something which is taking glycogen and converting it back to the glucose. Okay.
Glucose. Yes, ma'am. It is called glycolysis, glycogen lysis.
Okay, and starting as the word you say that when lots of glucose in the bloodstream at that time glucagon go to glucose glycogen, not like that. When there is less glucose in the bloodstream, then only it convert glycogen into glucose, na? Because body is required or bloodstreams are requiring it. So when there is less or requirement of glucose in the bloodstream,
Yes,
glucagon
ma'am.
goes
I
to
mean to say when there is an excess amount in the glucose, when a body required this much glucose, the body used, and the extra glucose stored in the liver, in the form of glycogen. When the body needs extra glucose, whenever we fasting or any heavy exercises, we need extra glucose. Then this glycogen releases converted into glucose with the help of glucagon.
Okay, yes, ma'am. Okay, very good. So now, who will tell that what is the work of guideline? Just in one word, I told, though it is not required still, as I told, so I won't answer. Anita, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Anita, ma'am, tell. What is the function of guideline? One word answer. Okay, Sonia, ma'am.
It is related to hunger.
Yes, ma'am. And Usha, ma'am, tell what is function of somatostatin?
So, somatostatin, it inhibits the growth hormone.
Yes, ma'am. Yesterday also you answered for same question. Okay, glucagon, done. Insulin, then done. What is
What
diabetes?
about the ghrelin? Can you tell more about that?
Like it is hunger. Let us to make us hunger. Okay, this is responsible for making us hunger. Okay, this
Oh,
stimulates our
that
hunger.
much?
No, that much is for this much. It is for that. Not required in your this. That's why I told that much only. Otherwise, it is produced by the stomach. I just see in this. Hunger hormone. It is also called as
This is also secreted by the pancreas, right? Ma'am?
this ghrelin hormone. No? Yes, yes, pancreas because four hormones are produced. Though it is in the diagram, it is not there, but still it is produced. Okay.
Yeah.
Hmm. The main function for ghrelin is that only. Okay, it is responsible for hunger because it sends the message to our brain that now I am feeling hunger like that. Okay. Therefore, it is the name itself. It is termed as hunger hormone also. Okay. So, who will tell diabetes mellitus? What is diabetes mellitus? Okay, today
In,
you are the. Okay, Sangeetam, you will tell.
yeah, insufficient insulin production or the insulin produced is not of good quality, which the uh,
Which
body can use for absorbing glucose from the blood into the cell.
which company of insulin is good quality?
I'm sorry.
Which Which company or which brand insulin is of good quality? Mm, okay, who will tell more about it? Aarti ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
When the pancreas does not produce enough insulin, or when the body resists to take the insulin.
Yes, that much I need. Very good. Okay, Anita ma'am, now you will tell something about yesterday's class. Anita ma'am, are you there? Okay, Anita ma'am, very easy question I will ask if you will answer. Will answer or not? Are you there or not? Mm, okay, who will tell that what is gestational diabetes?
During pregnancy,
Raise your hands. Okay, firstly examine diabetes during pregnancy. Just raise your hands, okay? What is type 2 diabetes? Mhm. Okay, Sonia ma'am will tell.
Type 2 diabetes is when the insulin is produced, but our body cells receptors are unable to accept insulin.
Okay, what are those receptors names I told you, though it is not required still?
Sorry, ma'am, forgot that one.
GLUT4 receptors. Okay,
What is it, ma'am? What is it called?
GLUT4. Just for the knowledge, I told you that these are the names of the
Spell
receptors.
it out, ma'am.
GLUT4, GLUT,
Yeah.
4, counting 4.
Glued 4.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. GLUT, and 4 is not in the alphabetic words. It is 4, 3, 4 like that. Okay, type 1.
Number. Numeric.
Yes, numeric. Who will tell that what is type 1 diabetes mellitus? Yes. Okay. Usha ma'am will tell.
So type 1 diabetes is also called as insulin dependent diabetes mellitus. Now it is not called like this, but earlier it was called as this. And it's also known as juvenile diabetes because it happens in childhood very early. And people with type 1 diabetes, generally their insulin production is less or not there. So this happens since childhood. So they are dependent on insulin. They have to be given doses of insulin. Type 1 diabetes is an autoimmune disorder where the pancreatic beta cells cause insulin deficiency.
Yes. Because beta cells get destroyed. So who will tell what is ma'am mute? Who will tell what is hyperglycemia? Uh, Raise your hands. Sangeeta ma'am, you will tell.
where the sugar levels in the blood is high.
Yes. Okay. What are the two main pathophysiologies for type 1 diabetes mellitus?
Ma'am, what you say?
What are the two main causes, or you can understand pathophysiologies I told for type 1 diabetes?
Genetic and autoimmune factors.
And for type 2 diabetes, Anita ma'am, are you there or not? Okay. For type 2 diabetes, Sangeeta ma'am will tell.
Is it? It's mainly its lifestyle.
Yes, for type 2 diabetes, yes. Lifestyle is for everything, for every disease, each and every disease. Anything else, main cause, you can tell. What is type 2 diabetes? First, tell me.
Where the body is not able to utilize the insulin produced.
Yes, because their receptors are not working properly or not accepting insulins. Okay. So this not acceptance of insulins means they are resisting insulins from themselves. That condition is called as insulin resistance. As they are, you will never forget this now. Okay. That's why I ask you again type 2 diabetes. So in this condition, as cells are not accepting insulin, so okay.
Yeah.
It is called as insulin resistance in this term. Now, what are the main symptoms for diabetes mellitus? Three main symptoms. Who will tell? Okay, Aarti ma'am will tell.
It's polyuria, polyphagia, and polydipsia.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. What is polydipsia?
Dipsia,
Sangeeta ma'am.
dipsia means thirst.
Okay. Okay, mute. What is polyphagia? Sonia ma'am will tell.
Excess hunger.
Polyuria. Usha ma'am will tell.
And it's excess urination.
Okay, very good. So, what are the complications? Main complications? Can anyone name? Okay. So, Sonia ma'am tell.
The complications are of two types. The first one is microvascular. In microvascular, it includes diabetic retinopathy, diabetic neuropathy, diabetic nephropathy, and diabetic cardiomyopathy. And in macrovascular, it includes the peripheral vascular disease, diabetic foot, and cardiovascular disease and diabetes.
Okay, ma'am, very good. So, what is diabetic foot? Who will tell? Uh, Usha ma'am will tell.
This is the condition where the foot is affected with sores or ulcers, which are painful.
Due to high glucose level as the nerves are getting damaged. Okay. Who Aarti ma'am will tell what is diabetic neuropathy. Aarti ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It's like a stroke, brain stroke. It's a brain stroke.
In neuropathy.
Yes, ma'am. It's related to the brains, I think.
Okay, Usha ma'am will tell.
Neuropathy, the word neuro is related to the nerves. So
Yes.
there's damage to the nerves because of excess glucose.
Okay. Yes. Nerves in any part of the body. Okay. So it can damage the brain part also, but the word for you have to go with the word na neuropathy. So it can damage any part, any neurons or any nerves of the this your body. Okay, what is diabetic nephropathy? Sangeeta ma'am will tell.
Where the kidneys are affected.
Yes, nerves or bunches of the vessels in the kidney. Okay, what is diabetic cardiomyopathy? Sonia ma'am will tell.
When the heart is affected due to the excessive amount of glucose.
Uh, Usha ma'am will tell. This same diabetic cardiomyopathy.
So cardiomyopathy, basically, the left ventricle gets affected because of excessive glucose, because that's the part of the heart which supplies to the rest of the body.
Yes.
That's called cardiomyopathy.
Okay. What is peripheral vascular diseases? Who will tell? Arthi ma'am, will you tell?
Yes, ma'am. Problem in the nerves of the hands and legs. Blockages in the.
Nerves of health and next. Okay, so what is CAD? Coronary artery disease.
It is a blockage in the coronary artery. That is, blood goes to the heart.
Blood goes to the heart.
Yes.
Blockage or blood goes to the heart.
Blockages.
Okay. Mm. Sonia ma'am will tell what is CAD.
It is coronary artery disease, which is the narrowing down of the arteries due to the plaque. That is due to the depositions of fat.
Okay. Who will tell what is cardiac asthma? Usha ma'am will tell.
Ma'am, this is basically because of it's similar to the bronchial asthma. The symptoms are very similar, but here the difference is basically because of the congestion and edema that happens in the lungs. And this is because of the fluid that gets filled in the lungs. And if there's too much of fluid, it becomes very difficult to breathe.
Okay, so this fluid comes from where ma'am
Capillaries,
yes,
from the capillaries.
leakage from the capillaries. Who will tell what is bronchial asthma? Sonia ma'am will tell.
It is a difficulty in exhalations due to the narrowing in the airways in the lungs. And it is due to the excessive mucus.
Yes. Okay, okay. Bronchus and bronchioles part. With the name you can easily understand. Okay. Um, so, what is hypoglycemia? Who will tell? Sangeeta ma'am, you will tell?
Uh, Hypoglycemia,
Yes.
when in the blood the glucose level is low.
Okay. Mm, so, now who will tell that what are the two hormones released by thyroid gland? Yes. Sonia ma'am will tell.
T3 and T4, tetra and tri.
Okay, who will tell that what are the um yes what is hyperthyroidism? Okay, Aarti ma'am, you tell.
Yes, ma'am. Excessive amount of the thyroid hormones release.
Okay, so who will tell that what is hypothyroidism? Mm, Sonia ma'am.
When the thyroid does not produce enough thyroid hormone, it is called hypothyroidism, which lead to the slow metabolism of the body.
Okay, what are the main cause for hyperthyroidism? Who will tell? Okay, Sangeeta ma'am.
Main cause for hyperthyroidism is Graves' disease, an autoimmune disorder which results in more production of thyroid hormone.
Okay, now who will tell that anxiety symptoms for which one? Like hyper or hypo? Okay, Aarti ma'am will tell.
It's ma'am hyper.
Okay, anxiety is function symptoms of hyper. Why?
Because
Okay, cold intro and then cold intolerance.
in hypo, cold intolerance is hypo.
Okay, she is right, Sangeeta ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Sonia ma'am, they both are right.
Yes, ma'am, right. In hyper, there will be anxiety and full intolerance is in the hypothyroidism.
Okay, okay. So, what about depression? It is symptoms of which one? Usha ma'am will tell.
Ma'am, it's a symptom of hypothyroidism because there's not enough secretion of the thyroid hormone that leads to depression.
Okay, what is the main cause of hypothyroidism?
It's it's caused because of Hashimoto's disease. It's an autoimmune disorder.
Yes, again, our immune system is affected. So, with this, which hormone?
Here, one, I have a question. Would there be questions around what is the normal range of these hormones?
No, ma'am. Like for my subject concerned, nothing will be asked. Only disease. Only disease. I told you na. If main classifications are there, then otherwise it is also if it's normal small cell, it is also not required. Only the disease. You should know that what exactly the disease is. And for like something like this one blood or this one your hypertension, something like you should know that what is the exact systolic and diastolic like that. Okay, and main is yogic management is the purpose. Okay, so that should you know, you should know. But by this you are even revising a little about your anatomy, and you should know about the whole disease. That way I can ask anytime from first class also. Okay, so this is a required that only you should know what exactly happening in the disease. That is required, and management. Okay, it's management. Question comes from here only because yes, and the main symptoms, if any specific highlighted symptoms are there, otherwise normal symptoms will not be like polyuria and the three symptoms, three P's I told you, no? That is very important. Like that only. Okay, so with this,
What about the yogic management for this?
yes, yes, ma'am. I will tell about the yogic management after one more disease is there. I think so in this, or there is no disease in this endocrinal.
It might almost be the same as that. Only right now.
In endocrine, it is completed because I didn't saw today the syllabus also. I just know that the next topic is this, so I make start making slides.
Yeah, there's only one more. There's obesity.
Yes, obesity in endocrine one. Na?
Yeah,
Yeah, tomorrow we'll study that, and after with that, I will complete with yogic management also. Okay.
right now.
So, a little about diet and lifestyle management. About yesterday, we did in this one diabetes also, but in common, how to treat all this, we'll see tomorrow. Because in last class only I take one disease and one this. Though obesity is a little vast, still I will complete.
Probably the Annamaya Kosha and the Pranamaya Kosha, the asanas and pranayama would differ right now slightly.
A little, slightly different because yoga is some matlab, yoga or asana practice is same, but in some diseases just we have to like avoid that, and some we have to give, but they all are same again and again on all the disease. We should manage it with doing in specific ways. Okay, that's it. It is, or otherwise everything is same, but everything is about our mental status. So it will be done with management at your mental status. Otherwise, everything is same.